Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of the fastest growing sports in the world. Losing consciousness, breaking limbs, all is at risk in taking down your opponent. For the next 2 weeks, I will train to compete in a national competition. My name is Stephen King. This is Tapping Out.
Hands on the wrist. We then lift the original hand, we reinforce that wrist, turn in the Kimura bit. From here, we keep the elbow against the head. If not, I suppose Jiu-Jitsu is a non-traditional striking art, if you know what I mean. You wouldn't see kicks or punches in this art. It's more about joint manipulation, chokes, positional strengths, strangles, that type of stuff. If you like a soft and a hard martial art all in one, there's a lot of personal development that will take place in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It peaks and valleys. The start is always very hard. The first few months are just getting completely mauled by people who are better than you. But it's the kind of sport that instantly you'll come in, get absolutely mauled, but you'll love something about it. You'll just kind of bite and you'll be like, oh, I'm hooked now.
I think it all started probably with the rise of Conor McGregor. I think that's what really sparked it with me. So probably about 2 years ago I really started getting into UFC and more interested in self-defense and stuff like that. You know, I just started to become more aware of these things, I think. I was never really crazy about the idea of getting hit in the face or getting the shit kicked out of me, you know. I just wasn't really into thinking about that, you know. So I think seeing this new form of self-defense, you know, where there's no striking but you can still break people's arms, break people's legs, choke them out, you know, I just thought that was so fucking cool, you know. Yeah, so probably that.
Stephen? Oh, he's doing okay.
He is in that first period I was telling you about where there's a lot of getting mauled, but you can also see that he has taken to it. There's a weird... That first 2 weeks is strange when you have someone new arriving, because you know that it's a very physical sport. It's really full on. It's one of the beauty of the sport is it's one of the only martial arts where you can actually go 100%. You can nearly give 100% of your effort in sparring, and everybody still walks away, shakes hands at the end of it, and we all go home and no one's injured.
Sort of similar to myself in that the initial burst of progression is really good. He started off from a bit behind and everything, and then he's sort of catching back up, you know, progressing, learning all the moves and getting a little bit more comfortable with them.
He's progressing well, yeah. I've seen him rolling there, people. He's definitely coming on well, yeah. He's starting to become more aware of like different positions and stuff, because at the start it's many positions you have to worry about, because like, you see someone just passing your legs, you're like, oh, what are they doing? Before you know, you're in a choke, like, so yeah, the basics at the start is you have to like be aware of the positions and all that, so yeah, he's definitely coming on well, yeah.
Oh god.
It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I think his mind's to it, and he's the heart for it.
He's in that initial, it's going to be tough. Got a few moves that he's working on. You can see there's a few things that are working for him. You can see there's a few things that are just kind of beyond him.
Like here, we're all having fun and we're rolling around, and you learn like slowly. But when you're at a competition, you're like, okay, the person who I'm against really wants to win, and I really want to win.
Yeah, a bit nervous, but I'm excited. You know, it's good energy. I just hope I don't get, you know, my arm broke or anything. That's just my one concern, really. Yeah, I've only been training a few weeks, so let's see what happens. Do I think I can win? I could get lucky, you know, someone I'm against could like fall and break his arm and I could win that way. So I was feeling pretty confident there. You know, I was nervous, but I took, oh well, I'll give it my best, but some girl just got her fucking arm broken, and now it's just become a lot more real. I had him in a head triangle. They pick me up and slam me. You're not allowed to do that, it's against the rules. Oh shit. Just got caught with a rear naked choke. Fuck it. On to the next one. I learned a lot, yeah. It's really tough. But it was fun, you know, enjoyed it. Yeah, I think if I was training longer I would have done better, yeah. Sorry, I need a minute, sorry. I went straight in and I didn't know what to expect, but definitely everyone was very helpful, you know, very understanding. You know, it's a cliche, but you know, everyone starts somewhere, you know, and everyone understands that, you know, and it's a hard thing to grasp, I think, but you know, it felt great, like.